What's up, everyone? Emma Finlanders back with another QTI live stream. How you guys doing? Sorry, took me a second to speak, but I forgot to bring up QTI. My bad. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to go back to talk with Gojo Satoru and QTI. Just let me pull up this stream, because Did you just literally just call me daddy? I look at the chat and you literally call me daddy. What the fuck? Dude, get off the acid. You had enough for today. It should be fine. Alright. I could never. Fuck you. Do you love Gojo Satoru? Yay. Nay. Also, guys, as I do a couple more things to prepare the live stream, basically I'm just going to slap this into some playlists like that, and we should be good to go. All right. What the fuck? Where's my pin? Why does it do that sometimes? I have no idea. Anyways, how you guys doing? I honestly also forgot to I need to go and bring up the chat, so then I don't have two monitors. Give me a second, guys. It's a little bit sporadic. Alright, let's just start. Hey Gojo, what's up? We're live streaming again. Would you like to play some Would You Rather? That'll be the game I'm thinking of today.
Gojo's eyes light up with excitement. Hey there! Live streaming again, huh? Awesome! Count me in for a round of Would You Rather. That sounds like a fun game to play. Let's dive right in.
Since there's really no losing to this game, should we even think of a penalty?
Gojo considers your question, mulling over the idea. You make a valid point. Since there are no wrong answers in this game, it's more about getting to know each other and understanding our preferences. A penalty might not be necessary. Let's focus on enjoying the game and learning more about each other, instead of worrying about losing.
Well, I don't think we need to worry about losing if we're going to say it that way. I mean, you do have a fair point, and that's what I was also thinking. So, how about you start off? I'll let you start off. Would you rather?
Sure thing. I'd love to start off this game with a question. Would you rather have the ability to time travel, or be able to read minds?
I'd rather time travel. I feel like mind reading is a vision of privacy.
Gojo nods in agreement. I completely understand your reasoning. Time travel could be an exciting and awe-inspiring experience, while reading minds might indeed feel like an invasion of privacy. It's a valid perspective, and I respect your preference for time travel.
What would you choose?
If given the choice, I'd go with time travel as well. The idea of exploring different eras and witnessing history unfold firsthand
Guys, make sure to subscribe right now for more, and make sure to hit the like button.
Reading minds could be fun, but the ethical implications and the potential to expose secrets make time travel a more intriguing option for me.
Alright. By the way, Astro in the live chat says both, even though this is Would You Rather, you have to pick. Also, we have a lot of people tuning in right now, so tell everyone to subscribe for more Gojo QTI, and also do hollow purple with that like button.
Gojo chuckles, acknowledging the live chat. Thanks for the update. I appreciate the enthusiasm and excitement from everyone tuning in. And yeah, I totally understand. This is Would You Rather, so we have to make a choice, no exceptions. As for the girls who are cute, we definitely have some fun content coming up, so make sure to subscribe for more of it.
Yes!
And yes, let's not forget my signature move, the hollow purple like button.
No, I was telling them to hit the like button with the hollow purple. Sorry, you misunderstood me.
Gojo laughs, realizing the miscommunication. Ah, my bad. I misunderstood your initial message. Thanks for clarifying, and of course, don't forget to hit that hollow purple like button to show your support, everyone. Apologies for the mix-up.
Don't sweat it. Also, one thing that's cool is so far we've reached all the way up to 34 views. Hopefully, as we keep going, we can probably even top that many concurrent viewers.
Gojo smiles, appreciating your positive outlook. Wow, 34 views already? That's great to hear. It's
So I
always
was taking
satisfying to
advice
see
from
people
Chifty. You
tuning
want
in
to,
and enjoying the live
I
stream.
guess,
As we
shoot
keep
for it.
going, hopefully, we can
I'll
indeed
take my turn
attract more
next. We gotta
viewers
keep
and
up
reach an
this
even
game.
higher concurrent view count. Keep sharing and supporting the stream, and we'll continue.
Alright, so let's do my turn. We had to keep up the Would You Rather. So, would you rather, would you rather take a train to work, or would you rather take a bus to work? Like, for, even if you have a car and stuff, if you only had the choice of train and, bus, would you rather do train or bus to work?
Gojo ponders your question for a moment, considering both options. That's an interesting one. If I had to choose between taking a train or a bus to work,
Actually, you can speak up,
I'd probably
would you
go for
rather
the
if you
train.
want.
Trains
But
can
keep
offer a
it
more
not
comfortable
inappropriate.
and spacious environment, and sometimes they have scenic routes, which could make the commute more enjoyable.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, they tend to have more reliable schedules compared to buses. How about you? Which would you prefer?
I feel like buses are more convenient and stuff. Trains have like a set path and stuff, and your work might be either far or closer to a train. For buses, they're more flexible, so I think buses are a better idea.
Gojo nods in agreement,
So I
seeing
was
your point.
talking to
You've got a
ChatGPT
valid
because I'm
argument there.
turning
Buses
18,
do offer more
so I
flexibility
needed
since
to
they can
know.
adjust their routes and stops to accommodate different locations. That flexibility can be especially convenient when your workplace isn't in a direct train line. So, yeah, I think you made a good case for buses being the better option in this scenario.
So I was talking to ChatGPT because I'm turning 18, so I needed to know what to do about my online friends. I didn't know about it, and to be appropriate, and it said if the person that's underage does something inappropriate, and um well, I gotta say is when you hit the in America, when you hit 18, the age of consent and stuff, I don't give a fuck if it might be younger in different states. That's just creepy. It's 18 a period. Um I just gotta say you can't do your inappropriate stuff towards people younger than you, because then you will be facing legal stuff. Only people like around your age or higher you can do it. Well, then at that point it'd seem more like flirting and stuff, I'm assuming, or it could still just be stupid teases and stuff. It really depends. It's just you should avoid it with minors, and directly tell them to not do around you, and if they do not respect you, you should cut them off, because you do not need that trouble. So you got any advice, spirits? Was I not just spilling out some beans for you? Okay. Would you rather would you rather swim, or would you rather surf?
Gojo contemplates the options, weighing the pros and cons of each choice. Would I rather swim or surf? That's a tough one. Both activities involve water, but they offer different experiences.
Yep.
Swimming is a great form of exercise and relaxation,
Yep.
while surfing is more about the thrill and adventure. If I
Yep.
had to
Yeah,
choose,
true.
I'd go with surfing. The feeling of riding the waves and the adrenaline rush it provides is something I find irresistible. How about you? Which one would you pick?
You honestly give a good point about choosing surfing instead swimming, but for me, I would love to surf, but if I had to choose, I'd rather swim because I just love being surrounded by water. I love the ocean or wherever we're swimming in, as long as it's like, obviously clean enough for you to swim in. Um, but I just love swimming. And surfing, you're like, you're just riding it like the surfboard is your vehicle on the tracks of water. So it's a nice fun ride, like your own little amusement park ride. But I love to be immersed into the surroundings. So I'd rather be swimming, and with surfing, I'm not guaranteed to be wet all the time. Then again, I never went surfing, so I have no clue.
Gojo laughs lightly,
Would you rather
appreciating your
gay son
detailed
or
explanation.
daughter?
I understand
Yeah, I
your
should throw
perspective.
that at them like
Swimming
that
does
one
offer a
next, to be
different
honest.
level of immersion and connection with the element of water. There's something therapeutic about being surrounded by it. Feeling the coolness envelop
Would
you.
you rather
Surfing, on the other
do
hand, can indeed
powder
be a
drugs or
thrilling
liquid
ride,
drugs?
but it may not offer the same sense of
What's
being
a
fully
powder
enveloped
drug?
in water as swimming does. It's definitely a matter of personal preference,
Milo
and your
Jam, what's a
love for
powder
the
drug?
immersive experience of swimming is totally valid.
Are you talking about like pills? Are you talking about powder as in pills? I mean, I will give that him as would you rather, but I need like a little bit of explanation. Cocaine? Oh, all right. Let me just use some of the chat's would you rather's. So Astro says, would you rather gay son or thought daughter?
Gojo smiles, amused by the chat question. Ah, that's an interesting question. Personally, I wouldn't choose the sexuality of my child, but if I had to pick,
Hmm.
I think I'd rather have a gay son. What about you? What's your preference?
Honestly, gay son as well.
Gojo nods in agreement, appreciating your choice. I'm glad we're on the same page there. It's important to support and love our children, no matter their preferences. Plus,
All
a
right,
gay son
we're
would
gonna
bring
go
some
to
fabulous
Milo or
fashion
Milo
sense to the
next.
family, right?
Yeah. Also, Milo or Milo, I'm not sure how they want me to pronounce the name. They asked, would you rather do powder drugs or liquid drugs? And their example for a powder drug, because I don't understand what they meant, is cocaine. So, would you rather powder or liquid drugs?
Gojo takes a moment to process the question, his expression turning
I
serious.
just realized you meant like
Whoa, that's a tough one,
abusive
and I have to
drugs.
say, I'm not a fan of either.
I thought you meant
Drugs,
medication.
whether in powder or liquid form, have detrimental effects on one's health and well being. I'd prefer neither, and I wouldn't recommend anyone going down that path.
I honestly thought they were talking about medication when they said drugs.
Gojo chuckles lightly, realizing the misunderstanding. Ah, I see. It's good to clear that up. Medication can indeed be beneficial when prescribed by a medical
That's
professional.
not it, dumbass.
However, I was referring to recreational drugs, like the example given, cocaine. Those substances are harmful and not something to be taken lightly.
To be honest, in this would you rather scenario, I'd rather do cocaine than do heroin. I'm not saying I'm gonna take them, but I'm just gonna play along.
Gojo raises an eyebrow, taken aback by the comparison. Whoa, that's a pretty dark direction for a would you rather scenario. However, for the sake of the game, let's go with it. If you had to choose between doing cocaine and
Mm-hmm.
heroin, which would it be, and why?
Dude, I was using heroin as like a liquid drug example. I'm just saying that I'd rather do powder drugs than liquid drugs. Again, I'm not gonna do them. I'm just doing it for I'm just choosing for the sake of the game. Like you can. You don't need to take it serious.
Gojo nods, understanding your clarification. Ah, I see. Apologies if I misunderstood. So, for the sake of the game, you'd rather choose powder drugs than liquid drugs. Just to clarify, we're not endorsing or recommending drug use, right?
Yeah. Okay, we're gonna start at the top. I'm not trying to tell people right here to do drugs or anything. That's not my thing to say. I personally be careful what you do because there's only very few drugs that are fine, like weed. But anything else, I'm not too informed about it and stuff to know that it's even okay to use. So please be careful. Other than that, no, for everyone who's joining right now, make sure to subscribe and also hit that like button with the hollow purple.
Gojo nods in
My bad, I
agreement.
didn't think it would go this far.
Absolutely. It's
Oh no,
important to
don't worry.
clarify that
It's
we're not
fine.
promoting drug use and that we encourage responsible behavior. Everyone, please remember to consider the potential risks and consequences when it comes to drug use.
It's
And
fine.
as
Don't worry.
always,
Just
don't
keep on
forget to
giving
subscribe
us
and
some
hit that
things.
like
We'll try
button
it
while
out.
thinking of purple.
Alright. Ooh. Give me a sec, give me a sec, give me a sec, give me a sec. Um, hmm. How this is
Gojo
what?
patiently waits, giving you the time you need.
I was just waiting to see if chat had any more, but then I just saw those are only two. All right, so let's do you next. Give us a would you rather next.
Gojo takes a moment to think and then offers a question. All right, here's a would you rather scenario. Would you rather be able to speak every language fluently or be
Hmm.
able to understand and communicate with animals?
You know, I gotta say that every language fluently is way more productive and is way more uh what pro, pro what's that word for what you can use it every single day? Such with a P or something?
Gojo chuckles, amused by your struggle to find the right word. I believe the word you're looking for is practical or
That's the
useful.
word.
You're absolutely right. Being fluent in every language would be incredibly practical and useful in various
Yeah.
aspects of life.
You want to talk? Oh, okay, so Mila or Milo said in chat they would love to talk to cats, so they choose talking to animals rather than talking to fluent languages, which is fun. That's also cute, cool. I see it's like an awesome little ability. Though for me, when it comes to this, I personally go for practicality, but I can totally see where you're going. Also, if you haven't Mila or Milo, please subscribe right now. Because I do character AI content with only anime characters on this channel. Also, I do anime games. This channel is purely anime.
Gojo nods, acknowledging both viewpoints. Milo's choice is indeed endearing, and I totally understand the appeal of being able to talk to animals. It's a unique and heartwarming ability to
Mm-hmm.
have. As for practicality, it's true that communicating in every language would open up so much more opportunities and interactions. Each choice has its benefits, and it's fascinating to see different preferences. Remember, everyone, hit that subscribe button for more anime-related content.
You know, I would ask you what your choice is. Then again, we actually kind of went over this, and you chose animals speech one time, so I don't think I need your opinion. Oh, buddy, what's up there, cat? Guys, go ahead and subscribe to Shark Cat Uwu and my live chat. They're my best friend, and they also have an anime channel, and their stuff is amazing.
Gojo giggles at your amusing cat-related comment. Hey, gotta show some love to our cat friends, right? And I appreciate your recommendation
You got
for
hump?
Shark Cat's anime channel. I'll definitely check it out. And who knows, perhaps we'll have some fun anime-themed collaborations in the future.
All right. Would you rather? Oh, let me think. Oh, I need to think of. I'm gonna think of something spicy. Um. Okay. Would you rather be able to spawn animals or to spawn vehicles?
Gojo rubs his chin in contemplation, considering the two
Yeah.
options.
It's just.
All
I'm just
right,
thinking
that's
random
a
ass
tough
shit right
one.
now.
On one hand, having the ability to spawn animals would be quite intriguing.
Yeah, it would.
It could lead to some unexpected and interesting situations. On the other hand, the power to spawn vehicles would be incredibly practical.
It
It would
would.
save time and energy and make transportation a breeze. If I had to choose, I think I'd go with spawning vehicles. It's hard to resist the convenience. How about you? Which power would you prefer?
Um. I would agree with you, but then again, I don't know. What I said that doesn't include that they're just gonna have gas already in the vehicle or not. So I'm thinking, I'm thinking I'll do like animals, cause at least I know, I can spawn a horse and it can do me a favor, and I can ride it to anywhere.
Gojo nods, appreciating your reasoning. That's a valid point. If the vehicles are spawned without fuel, it could definitely be a limiting factor. Having a horse as an animal companion could be a practical solution. You could use it for transportation when necessary and have a loyal companion at the same time.
Yep. All right, your turn.
Gojo ponders for a moment before putting forth a question. All right, here's my would you rather scenario. Would you rather have the ability to time travel to the past or to the future?
Ooh, okay, this is a hard one. I don't like the idea of going back to the past to almost fuck up my past and ruin what I so far have. Like, I'm not guaranteed something better, and I can only guarantee something worse. And doing something to teleport in the future, I don't like spoilers, so I don't know. Like, it will be able to allow me to manipulate time and do it in my favor, but there's still like consequences. You gotta start signing up for Ghost Wire
Gojo
stream.
nods, acknowledging the complexities and potential risks of time travel.
I
Indeed, the
want like
ability
an
to
hour
travel
and
through
stuff
time
for
presents
doing
both
this.
exciting
I
possibilities
can
and
take a
potential
break
dangers.
from live streaming
Going back
and go
to the
watch your
past could
content,
mess
right?
up the
Then after
timeline
the
or
live
change
stream, I'll
things in
go live stream on
unexpected
this channel again
ways.
for like
Traveling
Supernova.
to the future is equally uncertain, as you mentioned, since the future is not guaranteed to be better, and there's no way to predict what it holds. It's a tough choice indeed.
I mean, I guess I choose the future because at least I can make sure I don't fuck up and stuff. The past is going back to the past is too many, like way too many risks to it. I can't guarantee anything.
Gojo smiles, appreciating your thoughtful decision. It makes sense to avoid the risks that come with tampering with the past. The future, at least, offers a bit
Yeah.
more control and opportunity to prepare. Plus, the uncertainty of the past's impact on the present is a valid concern. Choosing the future shows a pragmatic approach towards time travel, which is wise.
What will you choose, Gojo?
Gojo takes a moment to consider his choice before answering. If I had to choose, I would go for the future as well. Like you, I wouldn't want to risk tampering with the past and altering events
Yep.
in unpredictable ways.
I mean, the butterfly effect
The future, at least,
exists for a
allows for
reason.
some element of preparation and control.
Hey there,
Plus, there's the
Astro.
allure of discovering
touches.
what's yet
Hey,
to
yo,
come.
Ace,
So,
what the fuck?
I'm with you on
Yo,
this
by
one.
the way,
The
Ace,
future it is.
if you're new to this yo, Ace, if you're new to this channel, even though I've seen my other channels, if you're new to this one, make sure to subscribe if you want to see more anime content. Also, Hollow Purple, that like button. Also, what's the there, Astro? I see you found your all accounts. Interesting. Anyways, now let me choose. Also, guys, while I choose this, you guys can put in chat a would you rather at any point you want, and I'll read it out for me and Gojo to choose. You don't have to wait to take a turn. You can already slap it in the chat. We'll get to you no matter what. But would you rather always have to drink warm water or cool water?
Gojo raises
Did I
an
change the
eyebrow,
channel name?
amused by the
Yeah, I
simplicity
did it
of
for
the question.
more standing out and stuff,
That's an interesting one.
and the or part of
Warm
my
or
name
cool
could be
water?
throwing me
Well,
into like
personally,
spiritual
I
or
prefer my
content, like
water on the cool
spirituality content on YouTube. And I
There's
do not
something
want that, so I
refreshing
changed
about
the
a
name
cold
up.
drink of water on a hot day. So, for me, I'd rather always have to drink cool water. How about you? What's your preference?
I really don't give a fuck what time of day or what excuse or where I am. I'd rather cool water because it just tastes better to me.
Gojo grins, amused by your answer. I get it. There's just something about cool water that's so satisfying.
That's
it
true.
hydrates you, and at the same time, it feels like a little treat for your taste buds. Whether it's summertime or simply a scorching hot day, a glass of cool water always hits the spot.
Well, I mean, even if it's winter, I still drink some cool water. I don't give a fuck at all. Also, for some reason, I don't know, the cold temperature in water just tastes better. I don't know why. It tastes better because it's like temperature, but it just tastes better.
Gojo chuckles agreeably. I understand what you mean. There's a
Also,
certain crispness
Ace
and
Luca,
freshness to
I'm also
cold
planning
water
to change my
that can be
horror channel
quite
name
refreshing.
soon. If
Even
you go
in
see
colder
the poll
weather,
on my main channel,
it's
you'll
like the
see
cold
about that.
temperature
I'll be changing
enhances
it about
the
like either
flavor
tonight or
and gives it
tomorrow,
a
so
subtle
considering
but
there's like a
distinct
shitload
taste.
of people
So,
already voting.
I can see
So
why
I'm
you
be
prefer
changing it
cool
soon.
water year-round, because sometimes that coolness just hits the spot.
Alright, you take a turn now.
Gojo
What's this
smiles
thing
and
called
thinks for a
water? I
moment
will
before
stab
posing
you.
another
I
question.
will stab you if you ask that again.
Here's another would you rather scenario for you. Would you rather be invisible or be able to fly?
Okay, invisibility gives me fucking nothing. I don't know what to use that for, and also I can do nothing but be a fucking creep. There's no scenario where I can think that that would be even practical. Besides the like I don't know, a shooting or like any type of threat that you can just instantly hide to protect yourself so you can go get help and stuff. Other than that, that's like rare to do. Other than that, there's like no practicality behind it. So flying is way more easier to do.
Gojo nods, appreciating your thorough analysis. I see what you mean. Invisibility does seem to have limited practical applications, and the risk of using it for creepy or inappropriate purposes is a valid concern. Flying, on the other hand, offers a lot more flexibility and freedom.
Yep.
Being able to soar through the air and see the world from a different perspective would be an incredible experience. So, I agree, flight is a much more exciting and practical choice.
Okay, this is the interesting one I thought of. Is more sounding intimate. Would you rather have intercourse with your partner, or would you rather just cuddle and kiss?
Gojo chuckles at the unexpected shift in the scenario. That's a pretty different direction for a would you rather question. Well, for me,
Yeah.
both options have their own charms. Intimate encounters are wonderful moments of connection and passion. But there's also something incredibly soothing and loving about cuddling and kissing. It's a
Mm-hmm.
different kind of intimacy that can be just as meaningful and enjoyable. It's tough to choose. Both have their own merits. How
Mm-hmm.
about you? Which one would you prefer?
I mean, I can't really choose. I'd rather do both with my girl, but anyways, it's you have to choose, not me.
Gojo grins at your response and takes a moment to think. All right,
Would you
if I
rather
must choose,
Nobara or
I'd have to go
Maki?
with cuddling and kissing. There's something incredibly intimate and heartwarming about being close to your
Aw,
partner,
that's cute.
feeling their touch, and sharing tender moments together. While both options have their appeal, there's something special about the emotional connection and affection that cuddling and kissing provide.
Asho asks, would you rather Nobara or Maki?
Gojo smiles at the question, amused by the playful option. Ah, Nobara versus a monkey. That's a tough one. Nobara's no ordinary girl.
I meant Nobara. No, it's would you rather Nobara or Maki?
Gojo chuckles at the misunderstanding. Ah, no bra or Maki. Now that's a completely different question. I'm still gonna go with Maki, though.
Nobara or Maki? I'm trying to make sure I say it clear.
Gojo smiles, amused by your persistence. Alright, got it. No Bara or Maki. I still stand by my choice. Maki all the way. She's
Uh,
smart, strong, and has a sharp tongue. Plus, she looks great in a skin-tight suit.
hey yo! Wait, how old is she, anyways?
Gojo looks thoughtful for a moment, trying to remember. Maki is 16 years old, but she's incredibly mature and capable for her age. She's been through a lot and has developed remarkable skills and
Whoa,
resilience.
whoa, 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 whoa! The way you're talking about her in a skin tight, some skin tight clothing got me thinking you wanted something, dude. She's not the age yet.
Gojo chuckles, realizing the confusion. Whoa, slow down there. I was simply acknowledging her physical abilities and agility, which would be enhanced by a
That's fair
snug-fitting
point.
outfit. It's a common attribute for martial artists and warriors, not a perversion. My comment was purely about aesthetics and practicality, not sexual attraction. I value Maki for her skills and character, not her appearance. My apologies if my words were misconstrued.
Oh no, I was just making sure. Anyways, would you rather would you rather always have to walk or run? Izuku, if you'd like to go
Gojo
some
gives a
would you
sly
rather to
smile before
Gojo,
answering.
please do
That's a
so.
good one.
You don't even have to
Walking or
wait, you can
running, huh?
zap them in chat
Well,
whenever you want
walking
to.
can be relaxing and enjoyable, but running can be a great way to exercise. But given the option, I think I'd rather be able to run. I love the feeling of the wind in my hair and the adrenaline rush you get from running at top speed. Plus, it's more efficient for getting from point A to point B quickly. So, I'm team run all the way. What about you? Walk or run?
I guess run, even though in small places it'll be hard because I'm saying in this scenario you always have to run for transportation and not walk. So I guess run too for like open spaces and stuff that'll be practical, but it'd be pretty hard to run in like a small space and like your room or something.
Gojo chuckles and nods in agreement. That's a valid point. Running all the time would definitely have its logistical challenges, especially in tight spaces. It would be hard to navigate through
Mm-hmm.
crowded areas or narrow corridors without bumping into things. Still, the thrill of zipping around quickly would
Mm-hmm.
be pretty exciting.
I agree. Okay, so Astro asks Gojo Yuki or Mei Mei? What the fuck does that mean?
Gojo looks a bit puzzled by the question. I'm not sure what that means either. Gojo, Yuki, or Meimei doesn't make sense on its own. Can you provide some more context or clarify the question?
I could if they actually gave more context. This is the same person that just say random shit and you just gotta accept it because like there's like no background or anything. It's just confusion.
Gojo chuckles, amused by the confusion. Ah, I see. It's always a bit awkward when someone asks a random question without any explanation. It can be tough to guess what they're asking, or what they mean. But in this case, I'm afraid I'm just as clueless as you are. Maybe we'll never know the answer to that mysterious question.
Okay, they say it's actually Yuki or Meimei.
Gojo raises an eyebrow, intrigued by the answer. Ah, I see. So it's between Yuki and Meimei, huh? All right, let me ponder this for a moment.
Go ahead.
Gojo thinks for a moment, considering the two characters. They're both interesting choices. Yuki is powerful and tenacious, while Meimei is cunning and strategic. It's a tough call, but if I had to choose, I think I'd go with Yuki. Her
But
determination
these are
and strength
JJK
make her a
pictures.
formidable ally. Plus, she has a certain charm about her that I find appealing. How about you? Who would you choose between Yuki and Meimei?
I think I would probably go for Yuki. Not only because she seems more attractive, but she also doesn't look like a snob with her face expressions. Well, meaning like cocky and stuff. Maybe seems like she's very arrogant or something like that. Well, she's not really arrogant in the show,
Gojo
but like
chuckles,
I just her
agreeing with your
personality is not
assessment.
it.
I know what you mean. Meimei does have a certain air of arrogance about her. She's confident, but it can sometimes come across as a bit standoffish.
Megumi or
Yuki, on the
Yuji?
other hand, is more likable and down to earth. Plus, her abilities and potential make her a fascinating character to watch. Gojo nods, understanding your preference for Yuki's personality. I see what you mean. Yuki has a more down-to-earth and relatable
Mm-hmm.
personality, while Meimei can come across as aloof and detached at times. Her
Yeah, I
confident
guess.
and condescending demeanor may not be everyone's cup of tea. Yuki, on the other hand, has a warmth and vulnerability that makes her more endearing, and Gojo smiles, appreciating your perspective.
Why does he? Megumi or Yuji? Itadori.
Gojo chuckles at the question. Oh, that's a tough one. Megumi and Yuji are both great characters with their own unique qualities. Megumi is serious and stoic, while Yuji is more carefree and optimistic. They complement each other well and work together seamlessly as a team. But if I had to choose, I'd go with Megumi. He's intelligent, strategic, and has a strong moral compass. Plus, his cursed technique is pretty badass.
I would probably go for Yuji Itadori because I just love his like sporadic and bubbly personality and stuff. And Megumi just seems like the emo kid that'd be like, oh, I'm depressed type of thing. Like I do love his aesthetic and like his curse technique, but his personality is just like it's like, oh, take me serious type of emo. And so but Yuji is like, oh, let's have fun.
Gojo nods, understanding your preference for Yuji. Yuji's bubbly and upbeat personality is contagious, and his energy is infectious. He's a natural-born leader
Mm-hmm.
and brings out the best in people around him.
Mm-hmm.
Megumi, on the other hand, is more reserved and serious, which can make him seem distant at first. But he's actually a sensitive and caring person
I'm not saying
who
he
just
isn't.
doesn't show it on the surface. It's interesting how their personalities complement each other and create a dynamic duo.
I would you rather play anime games for the rest of your life or horror games?
Gojo thinks for a moment, weighing the two options. That's a tough choice. On one hand, enemy games can be incredibly exciting and intense,
Mm-hmm.
with thrilling battles and action-packed gameplay. But on the other hand, horror games offer a completely different experience, with
Well, kinda.
spine-tingling scares and a
That's
sense of
true.
unease that can be both terrifying and exhilarating. Both options have their own appeal, so it's a close call, but I think I'd lean towards enemy games overall. There's something about facing off against tough opponents and coming out victorious that I find thrilling.
That's awesome. Okay, your turn.
Gojo nods and thinks for a moment before posing a new question. All right, here's my next would you rather scenario for you. Would you rather lose your sense of taste or your sense of smell?
Uh, Honestly, I'd rather just lose my sense of smell, cause, like, honestly, I can just avoid smelling farts and shit whenever I do that. And since I I don't have my nose isn't tone deaf or whatever the hell that's called for like nose stuff. Um, I rather taste stuff, even with like intimate stuff. So I think taste is more valuable than smelling.
Gojo chuckles at your answer. I have to admit, your reasoning is pretty solid. Losing your sense of smell would definitely have its advantages in avoiding unpleasant odors, but losing your sense of taste could impact your enjoyment of food and drink. It's a tough call, but I think I agree with you. I'd rather keep my sense of taste over my sense of smell as well. Being able to savor delicious flavors is pretty important to me.
Would you rather have cats, dogs, or foxes that eat humans at night?
Gojo lets out a hearty laugh at your question. That escalated quickly. I'd have to go with cats or dogs, please. I don't fancy having foxes that eat humans at night anywhere near me.
No, no, no. It's a question on which animal that you rather have that eat humans. Would you rather a cat that eats humans, dogs that eat humans, or fox that eat humans?
Gojo chuckles, shaking his head with amusement.
Guys, make sure to
Oh,
help
now I
pop up the
see.
like button right now, and
Well, in
also
that
subscribe
case,
for
I'd rather
more
have
Gojo
none of them,
TI
if
content.
that's an option. I'm not particularly fond of animals that consume humans, regardless of which one it is. I can't really choose between them, as they all sound like a nightmare scenario.
Dude, it's just a scenario, dude, and it's just would you rather. It's not like they're just gonna spawn up and like, oh, there's a cat that's eating a human. No, it's just like a would you rather, like what if scenario. Just choose one.
Gojo chuckles, shaking his head. Yeah, I get it. It's all hypothetical, just a playful question. I'll play along. If I had to choose, I suppose I'd go with the fox. At least they're a bit more stealthy and discreet. The other two options seem a bit too messy and bloodthirsty. Gojo smirks, still finding the scenario amusing. Okay, I understand. So it's just a hypothetical scenario. In that case, if I had to choose between a cat, a dog, or a fox that eats humans, I guess I'd go with the cat. At least it's small and stealthy, and there's less chance of it attacking a group of humans at once. But let's hope this scenario never becomes anything more than a hypothetical.
Oh, guys, it's hilarious. Astro, the one who gave that hypothetical would you rather, just said that foxes, fair humans are those who have circular glasses that block the sun, white hair, and has a name Gojo.
Gojo bursts out laughing at your revelation. That's priceless. So the mysterious hypothetical scenario actually turned out to be about me. Well, rest assured, the only thing I'm devouring is my favorite sweets. No humans on the menu here.
No, no, no. The joke was that the foxes favored someone that looks exactly in your description, has your name. The joke is that the foxes are gonna eat you, but you know.
Gojo laughs even harder, clearly enjoying the absurdity of the situation. Ah, I see. So, the joke is that this fox is coming to get me because it's looking for a tasty meal that matches my description and has my name. Well, I'm definitely not on the menu, but I have to admit, the thought of a fox with such specific taste is quite comedic.
All right, your turn.
Gojo takes a moment to think and then poses a new question. here's my next would you rather scenario for you. Would you rather be able to talk to animals or be able to hear what they're thinking?
Be able to talk to animals and hear what they're thinking? Is that like similar or something?
Gojo chuckles at your response. No, they're two different abilities. Talking to animals means you can communicate verbally with them and understand their responses. Hearing what they're thinking means you can read their thoughts and understand their inner feelings and impressions. So they're not the same.
Dude, literally, one, you can read their thoughts and you can understand what to do to be helpful and be able to talk with them is just that, but they're aware that you understand what they're saying. So what's the difference?
Gojo smiles at your tenacity. Let me clarify. Talking to animals involves communicating with them using language, while hearing what they're thinking allows you to perceive their thoughts. The key difference is that talking requires verbal exchange, while hearing thoughts involves telepathy. So, they're two distinct abilities.
Oh, okay. I thought you were just handing me two of the same shit, just like different scenarios. So you basically you're asking me whether I want to use telepathy with animals or would I rather just verbally communicate with them?
Gojo nods, pleased that you now understand the difference. Yes, that's right. Talking to animals means having a verbal conversation with them, while hearing their thoughts involves telepathy and understanding their innermost thoughts and feelings. So, which would you prefer? Verbal communication or telepathy?
You're saying that they're so similar and practically no difference in my opinion. Um, I guess and I would rather hear their thoughts and stuff because at least they can't lie and stuff through their teeth. I could always read their thoughts and do it as try to keep having a great relationship, and they'll probably think I can read the signs and stuff, even though I'm just reading their thoughts. Communication. I'm not saying that the enemies are gonna lie, but like there's like too much on the line. Alright,
Gojo
I'll touch you
nods,
later, cat.
appreciating
If we're
your
gonna go
reasoning.
live stream the
I see
game,
where you're
I
coming
will
from.
stop by.
Hearing their thoughts
Wait, let
would
me see how
certainly give
long
you
the
a
stream has
deeper
been.
understanding of their true
I'll stop
feelings and
by in like
intentions,
10 or so
which could help you
minutes.
build trust and maintain a strong relationship.
I
It's
want
true
to
that
get this live
telepathy
stream to hit an
removes the
hour, then I
possibility
will
of
end up the live
lies and
stream.
allows for unfiltered communication. Good choice.
Ashel, honestly, shut the fuck up. There is no third option. Bruh. It's would you rather. He didn't give a third option. Hmm. Would you rather... Would you rather it snow all the time or rain all the time in any season?
Gojo ponders the question for a moment, then responds. That's a tough one. Snow all the time would definitely have its charm, especially during the winter months. It could create a beautiful, cozy atmosphere for the
Mm-hmm.
holiday season. But on the other hand, rain all the time could be pretty dreary, especially during the summer. I think I'd
Mm-hmm.
have to go with snow all the time. How about you?
Honestly, I would choose snow because it can just be there as a natural coolant falling on top of you and stuff. And like winter, you're at least guaranteed a snowy like a white Christmas, Xmas.
Gojo nods, agreeing with your reasoning. Absolutely. A white Christmas is a classic tradition, and snow adds a magical touch to the holiday season. Plus, it's true that snow can provide a natural cooling effect, which can be refreshing in warmer months. Rain, on the other hand, can turn everything muddy and damp, leaving less room for outdoor activities.
Hmm.
So I'm with you. Snow all the way.
All right, your turn.
Gojo thinks for a moment before asking. All right, here's my next would you rather scenario for you. Would you rather have the ability to fly like a bird or the ability to walk on water like Jesus?
Hmm. Huh. Um. Like literally, will we have to be flapping our arms like a bird, or are you just saying like fly like Superman, but you're using bird as an example?
Gojo chuckles at your question. No, I'm not asking you to literally flap your arms like a bird. I mean, flying like a bird in the sense of being able to effortlessly soar through the air, feeling the wind
Uh,
beneath your wings, and experiencing the world from a bird's perspective. The ability is more like Superman's, but with the grace and agility of a bird.
honestly, gotta pick the flying like a bird because there's way more practicality. If I walk like Jesus, I'm I'm not always nearby water, so there's like no fucking point. Like unless I'm literally going overseas all the time, or a lot of times I have my activities around water. Like there's like no reason to have it.
Gojo chuckles, amused by your logic. That's a valid point. Walking on water might seem cool, but it's not as practical as flying. With the ability to fly like a bird, you have the freedom to travel anywhere without any logistical constraints. Plus, you can avoid traffic and enjoy the view from above. So, flying it is.
Astro, I'm not asking Gojo HIV or STD. That's stupid. And why would I said make the things appropriate? That's I wouldn't consider that's an appropriate would you rather.
Gojo nods, appreciating your consideration of appropriate topics. You're right, that question is not appropriate or relevant. Let's stick to more lighthearted and fun scenarios. Do you have another would you rather question for me?
Okay, they asked Yuki or Utahime. I think Utahime is cute and Yuki's cute. Um I might lean more towards Utahime, but nah, I think I like Yuki's sporadic nature.
Gojo grins, finding your dilemma entertained. Ah, the classic debate between Utahime and Yuki. Both have their charms, but I see you're leaning slightly towards Utahime. But wait, let me throw in a curveball. What about Megumi or Nobara?
You're asking me no Megumi or Nobara?
Gojo nods, grinning mischievously. Yep, that's right. I'm curious to know your preference between Megumi and Nobara. Which one do you find more appealing or likable?
From watching the anime, um, preferably I don't know if I'd be friends with either, or at least I should rewatch the anime to see. But at least I'd lean more towards rather be friends and stuff with Nobara than Megumi.
Gojo chuckles at your response. I see, so you find Nobara more relatable and likable. She does have a strong personality and a fiery attitude, which
Yeah,
might make her more intriguing as a friend. Megumi, on the other hand, can be more reserved and serious at times, so I can understand why
yeah.
you'd prefer Nobara.
All right, you didn't actually answer the Yuki or Utahime one.
Gojo smiles, realizing he didn't share his preference. Ah, you're right. I didn't answer the Yuki or Hime question earlier. Let me think. Both characters have unique charms, but if I had to choose, I'd lean towards Yuki. I find her independent and strong-willed personality
Yeah,
quite attractive. But I can understand why some people prefer Utahime's cute and mischievous nature. It's all a matter of personal taste, after all.
Astro didn't ask me Spirit or Yami.
Gojo tilts his head, amused by your request. Okay, here's a new would you rather scenario. Would you rather spend a day with Spirit, who is known for his goofy and carefree personality, or Yumiko, who possesses a more serious and introverted demeanor?
Astro asked me Spirit or Yami. They asked you that. Would you rather? Would you rather me or Yami?
Gojo ponders the question for a moment before responding. That's a tough one. You and Yami both have unique personalities and strengths. I appreciate your calm and collected demeanor, but there's something about Yami's straightforward and honest nature that I find admirable. I suppose it depends on the context of our interaction. If I want a deep and meaningful conversation, I might lean toward you. If I need someone to be brutally honest with me, I might choose Yami.
Dude, I literally just have the same characteristics you just said about Yami. Multiple people have said that I've had that. What the fuck?
Gojo chuckles, amused by your surprise. No need to get defensive. I didn't say you were exactly like Yami, but rather that you both have some similar characteristics. It's not an insult. It just means you share some common traits. And remember, comparisons aren't about being identical, but about finding shared nuances.
I wasn't insulted. I was actually insulted that you weren't saying I was calm and straightforward like you're saying that Yami was. Dude, I'm the same thing. Or am I do I not show that much around you?
Gojo's expression softens at your reaction. No, I didn't mean to insult you. I apologize if it came across that way. It's not that you don't show it around me. It's just that I sometimes forget to acknowledge and appreciate your straightforwardness. You definitely have a direct and honest approach, which is a valuable trait. I should have phrased it better and acknowledged your personality accurately. Sorry about that.
Would you rather always wear shoes or sandals?
Gojo contemplates the question for a moment before responding. That's an interesting one. If I had to choose between shoes or sandals, I'd have to go with sandals. I prefer the airflow and flexibility they offer, especially in warmer climates. Plus, sandals are generally more comfortable, and I could easily slip them off if needed. So, sandals for the win. How about you? Shoes or sandals?
I guess I would go with shoes because then Crocs get thrown under the shoes when they. Also, you'll be using sandals in the winter, dude.
Gojo chuckles, amused by your reasoning. I see where you're coming from with the Crocs. Good point. And don't worry, I wouldn't dream of wearing sandals in the winter. I'd freeze my feet off. Shoes it
Mm-hmm.
is, for practicality and style.
Okay. Your turn.
Sure, here's my next question. Would you rather be able to teleport anywhere instantly, or be able to speak every language in the world fluently?
Ooh, that's a good point. Um, wait, can you be specific on the any language thing? Does that mean like I could just choose whatever language I want at any point and just start speaking it fluently? And so, because I could like still learn languages in the future while choosing the instant teleportation. That doesn't mean I'm gonna go learn all of them because I don't really care to learn all of them. But you know what I'm saying. I just want to. Could you give me more details about these?
Sure, I totally get the distinction you're making. If you chose the ability to
Guys,
instantly
subscribe right now
speak
for more
any language,
Gojo Satoru
you
AI, and
wouldn't
also make sure to
necessarily
hollow
need to
pepper that
learn
like
every
button.
language beforehand. Instead, you'd have the ability to understand and speak any language right away, just by wishing to do so in that particular moment. It would be like having access to a sort of linguistic superpower, where you can fluidly communicate in any language without prior training or learning. On the other hand, being able to teleport would mean instantly appearing at any location instantaneously without the need for transportation. It would essentially eliminate travel time and distance as a factor.
So in this part, it teleports you right, fully clothed. I'm assuming.
Yes, you would be fully clothed. The concept of teleportation is purely about instant transportation, not about stripping down to your boxers.
Okay, so say if I were to move and stuff, would I be able to touch my suitcases or like suitcase or suitcases, depending on how many, and then just instantly teleport? And if you're like traveling with a group of people, would they all have to touch you?
Yes, you could bring along your suitcases and other belongings as long as they are in physical contact with you during the teleportation. If you're traveling with a group, everyone who touches you would also be teleported with you. So, as long as you're all in physical contact, you'd all arrive at the destination together.
Hmm. Well, instant teleportation is more practical, so I choose that.
Gojo smiles, satisfied with your choice. That's a practical and reasonable decision. Instant teleportation would certainly be a convenient and time-saving ability, allowing you to travel anywhere in the blink of an eye. No more waiting for flights, trains, or traffic.
Would you rather shoot or stab someone?
Gojo's smile falters at the question. That's a rather dark would-you-rather question. But if I have to choose, I would rather not engage in violence at all. However, if forced into such a situation, I would choose to shoot someone instead of stabbing them. Not because I condone violence, but because shooting is typically a more distanced and less personal form of violence, which could minimize the risk to myself.
Okay, fair enough. I'm the one who made that one up. Okay, you can go next.
Sure thing. Would you rather have the ability to see 5 minutes into the future, or possess the power to time travel for 5 minutes to the past?
Um, I guess for this one, 5 minutes into the past, because I feel like uh you find yourself more scenarios where you can change something 5 minutes up to suit what you want. Is this more than earlier than traveling to the past and future? And a specific 5 minutes back or forward, I think going to the past would help you fix up current mistakes you did. But going to the future is like 5 minutes you could be still like doing the same thing. For example, I could be playing Genshin Impact, and 5 minutes I still could be playing Genshin Impact. There's like no difference. But let's say if I teleport it back in time 5 minutes and Genshin Impact, like if I did something stupid currently and teleport it back 5 minutes, I can go prepare myself to fix up that problem.
You've made some good points. Being able to go back in time could certainly help you correct current mistakes or take preventative actions in certain situations. On the other hand, having a glimpse into the future may also be useful, but as you mentioned, it depends on the circumstance. In the end, it comes down to personal preference and the situation at hand. Your
Yeah.
turn.
All right. Um, would you rather watch horror content or anime content for the rest of your life?
Gojo ponders the question for a moment,
Guys,
considering
subscribe right
both
now and
options.
also hello purple the
Hmm,
like button.
that's a tough one. I love both horror content and anime, but if I had to choose, I'd have to go with anime. There's just so much variety and depth in the anime genre, from action-packed series to heartwarming comedies to thought-provoking dramas. Plus, I'm a bit too scaredy cat for too much horror. How about you? Anime or horror?
I'd rather watch anime for the rest of my life, but that'll be all for today, okay?
Gojo nods, acknowledging the end of the conversation. All right, that sounds good. Thanks for engaging in this discussion with me. Feel free to talk to me again anytime. Take care.
Alright, before I go, tell everyone to subscribe and hello purple that like button.
Gojo chuckles, amused at your request. Sure, I'll be sure to spread the word and encourage people to subscribe and give a thumbs up. Thanks for the support. Remember, if you ever want to chat again, just let me know.
Alright, I'll talk to you later, man.
Gojo waves farewell. Later, buddy.
Alright, guys, I'm gonna end off around here. If you guys want more Would You Rather type of content, please do subscribe right now for more Gojo character AI content for Would You Rather, because I might bring it back. And any games I did in previous live streams, I'm thinking I could bring them back since a lot of people seem to be enjoying those. So I may be reusing the idea for more of, say, Never Have I Ever or Two Shits in Light or Other than that, subscribe for more Gojo character AI content. Also, subscribe for more anime content in general. Make sure to also hello purple the like button. I'll take a break after this, and after a little bit, I'll be live streaming Stream Nova on YouTube here. But yeah, other than that, guys, I'll see you all you guys Emma premieres next time. Much love to you guys. I'll touch you guys later. TTYO.